What's good, everybody? Ropes here to talk about Froch versus Ward last night. Turned out pretty much the way I expected. I expected a unanimous decision for Andre Ward. The man has dominated every opponent that he's fought in the tournament. He's barely lost any rounds. And let's not forget about that Bika fight. He took that Bika fight as just a stay active fight. He could have picked any old bum, but he picked a motherfucker that was physically bigger and stronger than him, really, to be honest with you. And he was able to pull off a victory of that. So I knew that he was pretty much going to do the same thing in this fight, dominate his opponent, find a way to adjust and win. He beat him from the outside all night long. But on the inside, the first 4 rounds, it was pretty much a stalemate, like Antonio Tarver had said. You know, every time Andre Ward got on the inside and tried to throw his combinations, the motherfucker Froch threw him back, and you really couldn't tell who was getting the better of the inside game the first 4 rounds. But then after that, Froch started getting pounded on the inside and pushed into the ropes and just getting beaten and embarrassed on the inside as well. Then he started missing almost everything that he was throwing from the outside. Andre Ward was slipping punches, being real slick in there, and just giving him a boxing lesson. It was a good fight, man. I take my hat off to Carl Froch, man. The motherfucker's tough, man. He didn't give up. He fought until the end of the fucking fight, man. And you got to respect that. He just got outclassed, pretty much. That was it. You know, I'm going to tell you, man, I didn't like Carl Froch when I first seen him. First time I seen him was when he fought Jermaine Teller. And the reason, though, I didn't like him is because when he knocked out Jermaine Teller in that last round, the last seconds of the 12th round, he went to the middle of the ring in the post-fight interview and was talking shit like he didn't get his ass whooped by Jermaine Teller the entire fight. I mean, if Jermaine Teller had just held on or ran for the rest of them little seconds left in that 12th round, he would have won the fight. You know, so I didn't like him from there. I thought he was a little bit too arrogant, too cocky and shit. And there's nothing wrong with being cocky or arrogant, but your skills have to match it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that he always talked like he was better than what he actually was and shit. But the motherfucker is tough, man. He's got a good chin. He's proved that. That's one thing we already knew about him. And he don't give up. He's got tremendous heart. What's next for him? I would like to see him fight Andre Dirrell again, to be honest with you. I thought Andre Dirrell beat him the first time, but Andre Dirrell is one of the motherfuckers that I get paranoid watching after the 9th. You know, the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round. I start getting worried for Andre Dirrell because he starts looking vulnerable and scared and shit. I don't know. So he did that with this Carl Froch fight, and he didn't do enough at the end to really clearly win the fight. So it was a close fight, but Froch ended up getting the decision in that fight. So I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch of that. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Jermaine Teller again. Jermaine Teller has a fight on the 30th of this month. I believe it's on Showbox. I believe it's going to be on a Friday, so make sure you catch that. I'm happy to see Jermaine Teller back. I didn't want to see him go out to a knockout loss from Arthur Abraham. I don't think you want to really go out like that. So hopefully he can come back and have some success. And if not, then it's time for him to really just retire and just enjoy the fights from the outside of the ring, because we don't want to see him get knocked out again. I don't think he ever really recovered from the first knockout from Kelly Pavlik. But he's good, man. I like Jermaine Teller. Hopefully he can come back. I wish the best for him. So I wouldn't mind seeing him be able to build his way back into a rematch with Carl Froch again, since he was beating his ass in that fight. So Andre Ward, I think he should go ahead and fight Butte, get him out of the way, and defend his titles a couple of times to get some challengers a shot. Just enjoy some title defenses for a while. I'm not in a rush to see him move up in weight. There's no rush for that. He just fought in a tough tournament, dominated his opponents, let him fucking rest after Butte, and just fight some challengers, you know what I'm saying? Some worthy challengers. And then if he wants to move up in weight after that, then he can move up in weight. But to me, he's not really all that big, so there's no rush for me to see him move up in weight. You know, that's what the haters, they really want to see him move up quick because they want to see him struggle, and they want to see him get hurt and knocked out and shit. So that's my thoughts on the fight. For all the crybabies out there, stop crying about headbutts that never happened. He was coming in with his head. Listen, there was no headbutt in the fight. What are you complaining about? You know, I noticed that. You motherfuckers are complaining about shit that didn't even happen and shit. Same thing with Lamont Peterson. Oh, yeah, Lamont Peterson was coming in with his head. There was no headbutt. There was no headbutt in the fight. So why are we even talking about that? There was no headbutts, people. Stop complaining. Let's give these guys their credit for winning. My respect for Carl Froch grew because at the end of the fight, he said, you know what, I lost the fight fair and square. I just couldn't get off. It wasn't my night. I take my hat off to Andre Ward. That's the way you fucking do it, okay? Amir Khan, that's the way you act when you come across the pond and you lose a fight fair and square. Okay? And the fans of these guys need to take notes as well from Froch. See, my respect for Froch goes out. He did the same thing in the Kessler fight. He said he lost fair and square. Only thing he said was that one scorecard was a little shady. But, you know, I lost the fight fair and square. I respect that shit, man. That's why I respect Carl Froch. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys stop crying and let's give these guys the credit that they deserve. Especially Andre Ward, man. He's dominated every damn opponent he's been in there with. It wasn't going to be any different against Carl Froch. I don't think it's going to be any difference against Butte either. Butte is really tough, solid fighter, though. So that's going to be a big win. I think that's going to be the biggest win of his career if that fight takes place. But that's my video. Don't want to stick around too long. You guys drop your comments at the bottom. I'm out.